Okay, you ready? Okay, so now I need someone to volunteer. I want two groups to just volunteer and just stand up and tell us what your idea is, and then you're off the hook for the rest of the time. Otherwise, I just call on somebody. Okay, furthest in the back on this side. What's your idea? See, that encouraged you to sit up front.
She had one right here.
Oh, somebody had an idea up front? Okay, we'll let you off the hook.
You have one right here, right?
Go ahead.
So I'm looking at patients who come into the emergency department with non-traumatic dental pain and finding a good way to link them definitively to a dental care as opposed to trying to give them opioids as a temporary fix.
Okay, did people hear that? No. Okay, so let's give you a microphone and. The audience, introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, my name is Kieran. I'm from University of Cincinnati. I do a lot of opioid research, so I'm looking at patients who come to the emergency department from non-traumatic dental pain, trying to find a way to definitively link them to dental care from the ER, so it's more of like a public health type of intervention in order to avoid giving them opioids as a temporary relief of their pain.
Okay, somebody else, another volunteer. We're not criticizing these. Okay, I'm just handing the mic. You got it. Your hand's almost up. Here you go.
Hi, my name is Colin. I'm from University Hospitals in Cleveland. I'm looking at if unnecessary transfusions in VA ECMO lead to negative outcomes.
Okay, great. So now we're going to keep those ideas in mind as we go on and write the papers.
All right, so first part of the paper is our introduction, right? Is actually the abstract. We'll get to the abstract in the end. So the introduction, the general just kind of stock approach to think of is a 3-paragraph approach. Your first paragraph, you want to why should anybody care about this? Second paragraph, you're going to give a little bit of a kind of setting the stage of the current state of affairs. And the third paragraph, you then will be addressing the unmet need that you will solve. To talk just a little bit more about these in detail. So paragraph 1, why should anyone care about this? This is generally either lots of people have this problem or these are rare events but really bad things happen related to them. And so thinking of them in those 2 buckets and then how you are couching your problem is important to have. And if you can't actually answer one of these, you need to take that step back still and say, do people care, right? If people don't care, it's probably not a study that's worth doing.
Right, so let's take Karen's idea. How would she sell it? Somebody tell me. What would be her first sort of the theme of her first paragraph? Stand up and yell it out. Okay, so that's a good thing. Or lots of people have dental pain, either one depending on where she's publishing it. If it's dental literature, maybe it's one. If it's addiction literature, maybe it's another. But 2 options. Okay, and Collins, how would Collins sell it? Come on, help the dude out. He wants to write a paper. Somebody else. So his idea was on transfusions and ECMO. Right, so Karen says ECMO is really expensive, we need to make sure we do this right. So it would be very good if more than Karen and Colin participated the rest of the way. but thank Karen and Colin. So just coincidentally, we ended up with one, lots of people have this problem, and we ended up with another, like it's really rare but really expensive. And those are the 2 themes that you need to play into. And if you don't play into one of those 2 themes, you're not catching someone right away.
All right, so paragraph 2, the current state of affairs. So this is basically what we already know and really is based in your literature review. So in this part, you really want to give a summary rather than detail of studies, right? Kind of overall sentences that summarize a bunch of references after for which studies they come from. And within this, as well as what do we know, you start to get at where are the holes in the literature. Then the third paragraph is moving on to specifically the unmet need that you are solving. And so here you want to give a good succinct framing of your study question. Generally this includes the type of study and the main outcome within that sentence, right? In this study our goal is to assess yada yada with the, this type of study. You want to give a very discrete objective and if appropriate for the study, a hypothesis.
Okay, so we're going to now go back to your groups, and the more you look down at your iPhone in the next minute, the more likely you are to end up with a microphone the minute after that. I swear to God. So just for a minute, you have to do the exercise. I'm not trying to be punitive, but I think if you're here because you want to learn to do this, we need to teach you to do this. So what I want you to do is now go back to the idea you and your partner came up with, and in one sentence, write down what you're going to say in each paragraph. So Karen and Colin already told you the one sentence for their first paragraph. So now do one for the first paragraph, one for the second, one for the third, and we'll give you 2 minutes to do this.